unusual couple, you know?
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
Heavenly shades of night are falling. It's twilight time.
Wanda and Vision, aren't we a five-pair?
Our story.
I think what my wife means to say is that we moved from...
Moved from where? Married when? Damn it, why?
Oh, Arthur, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Wanda, can you read me? Can you read me? Wanda, can you read me? Who's doing this to you?
Are you here to help us?
Deep in the dark, your kiss spilled blue.
Is this really happening?
Like days of old.
We just don't know what to expect.
What's up, people? Welcome back. Another episode and the final episode of the WandaVision Roundtable. I can guarantee it was definitely fun. We had a lot of fun theorizing and breaking down this show, but like all good things, they must come to an end. So first thing we'll do is we will go around the panel where we talk about our channel. Hey, Danny, don't make me phantoms on you already, bro. Don't make me do it.
My shirt already says it.
Danny's, I just what?
What does it say?
Danny 829 says, I just phantoms on your ass. So,
Yeah.
Wow, you had a fucking t-shirt made, really?
That's fantastic.
That's cool, bro. All right, talk about your channel, sir.
I'm Danny, aka Comic Chat, 1/4 of the Chaos Crew. This is one of the shows that Anzo does. A very enjoyable show. 9 weeks for this, and like he said, good things come to an end. I think tonight's going to be fantastic, exciting. I think we've got several different opinions. So it's definitely going to be interesting to hear what people got to say. I know how I feel. I know how Anzo feels, and some other people on the panel. But we'll wait and see. Good show. Ready for it?
What's up, Chris? Glad you could make it.
I'm only here for just a few minutes.
Not a problem. We're going through the channels, but if you want to say anything real quick before we do anything, go right ahead, bro.
Well, so I'm just going to give you guys my impression of this real quick. I had to come in because it's the last show. I didn't want to not show up. But basically, I'm going to say that this was probably the most lackluster attempt at a finale that I've ever seen.
Phantoms on, please.
Wait, no, listen. I watched Rob's video. I understand what Rob's saying, but I'm going to tell you right now. They said it was going to be more. Yes, we knew it was an origin story. So basically, this is like a kid handing in, an assignment with the bare minimum to get a grade. This is and I'm not even talking about the Easter eggs. I'm not talking about the all the stuff that could have happened. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about the bare minimum that they had to give us. They gave us. And even then, I watched the whole thing. I was sitting there like, yeah, the fight scenes are pretty cool. There's a couple things I liked. The Vision thing I liked, where he basically loads himself up to the new Vision. I liked the part where Wanda learned from Agatha about the runes. That was nice. But outside of that, it was just pedestrian. I give it a C-, and I don't get why you build up so much and give so little at the end. And you promise something that ties into the multiverse of madness. And I don't see how that's possible. Now, yeah, I haven't seen the movie yet. Maybe it does, and maybe I'll change my mind when it happens. But at this point right now, C-, and this is the most lackluster attempted at finishing off a series. And
I think you're being too generous, Chris.
Okay. But I am being generous because there is a chance that maybe they do one of two things, and that it does fit into the multiverse madness more than we know, and two, the fact that I've heard that they could possibly do a second season.
Okay, that kind of makes sense.
If they do a second season, okay, fine. But the way we know right now, this was a one and done. If that's the case, they phoned this one in. There's just no other way to put it. Yeah, Danny, I understand. It was an origin story, but you are saying that the patches.
I am so blocking you out. Don't even call my name. You're wasting your breath to me.
This was supposed to tie into the whole premise of Phase 4, and it did do that.
I agree. What's your overall of the series in general? What would you be your overall grade? B?
Okay. If it wasn't for the last, I'm being generous with a C-. I enjoyed the episode. It wasn't a bad episode. It just wasn't what I would have thought the finale of the series would be. Now, if there's a second season, it could be more. So that's why I stay on it, guys. I'm sorry I can't be here longer. I will be watching. I want to hear what Danny has to say to justify this episode.
Thanks for popping in, Chris, man. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, Chris.
See everyone.
Yes, Chris. Take care, man.
Peace.
Yeah, later.
Be cool, bro.
Be safe.
All
right. So we'll continue. Comic, tell the people about your channel, sir.
Hey, everybody. On Comics Vision. You can find me at my YouTube channel, Comics Vision, along with being on Minds and Twitter at Comics Vision.
Excellent. Gaishka?
Yep. Well, you can find me at Chaos Central, basically on all the shows here. That's coming to an end. Chaotic Conversation on Mondays, Tuesdays 9 p.m. The Chaos List on Wednesdays 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. on OC. So that's where you can find me.
Great. And LDG, you were up next. Tell the people at your channel. Looks like you got a clean shave up there over there, right, bro?
That's why I'm a little late here, guys. I want to get nice and pretty for this lovely last episode of that piece of shit we had to watch. What's going on, everybody? What's happening? LDG. Of LDG Pixels here, helping people with their computer issues. You own a Mac, PC, computer issues, graphics, audio, software, cracking that algorithm, whatever you guys need, hit me up. That's what I'm here for. Also on Geeks Enjoy Nerdrotica, where I do the waiting room. If you're not watching one of these fine people or anybody on your subscription list, come check us out. It's a place to hang out between the streams, let you know who's streaming, who streamed, who uploaded, a few reviews, a few watch parties, open topics. You get to hear me speak my mind. So if that's not room enough for you, come hit us up. Everybody here, thank you very much for having me, and let's get to this lovely piece of work called WandaVision.
Yes, sir. JJ, talk to the people, sir. Whenever you're ready. Like
Oh man, I was muted.
There you go. What else is new?
Well, no, you said talk to the people. I'm like, hey, how y'all doing? Great to see you. Thanks for coming. Because I'm sitting here trying to argue with my damn slipper. And all right, let's get this shit on right. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JJ. You know, you find me a little bit everywhere, a lot of nowhere. This is the last episode, but still, you can still find me on Bigger Ford Entertainment on Tuesdays. But Sundays, you find me normally on Chris's channel for the weekly wrap-up, and then later on tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern is Jackbox Game Night over on Honstar's channel. Come by, check that out, play some games, hang out. You might enjoy yourself. Monday's my channel. I do a weekly live stream called Randomness at its Finest. Random panel, random topic, situation, come by, check it out. Like, share, subscribe, all the fun stuff that goes with it. Tuesday night, right here, back with Bigger Ford Entertainment with Onzo and the Chaos Crew for the Chaos List. And then sometimes on Thursdays, back on Chris's channel for the Weekly Rumble. Sometimes as a contestant or as a combatant, as I like to say, or sometimes he likes to change it up and bring me in as a wild card. And let's talk about this great mess.
And last but not least, well, Positive Candor was negative before, but he changed it back to positive. What's up, Positive? Tell the people about your channel.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
He had his name changed? I missed it?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It was
That was
Negative
cool.
Candor.
Oh, good stuff, man. I'm with you, brother.
There we go.
There we
with
go.
you.
Negative Candor.
That's it. I'll talk later.
All right.
Wow.
So we will get into, like always, our first impressions of this episode. So Danny will start us off. Kick it off, Mr. Graham.
I have one word to describe this, and that is satisfied. I'm satisfied. I'm not psychoanalyzing stuff. I'm not mad. I'm not pissed off. See, that's what happens when you let fake shit spill over into real life stuff. The second I'm off this stream, guess what? I'm back in the real world. I ain't thinking about WandaVision. I'm thinking about, damn, I got to go to work tomorrow. I got to supervise these officers. That's what I'm thinking about. So if you're mad and pissed off, good.
So you took the safe road, huh? All right. I got you.
The realistic road. This is about comic books. Comic books, LDG. This ain't real.
With all due respect, with all due respect, Danny, I never put the word realistic and comics in the same sentence. It's all about imagination. It's all about stories. It's all about pushing your mind. Okay. What the hell are you watching Superman for? Or reading about?
Okay, I watch it. I absorb it. As it goes off, I stop thinking about it. I don't take this super Prometheus computer and break down every screen and come with 50 million theories.
You're gonna low blow me into a Prometheus pun, really? Okay.
I ain't calling no names.
Right.
I'm just saying what I heard through the grapevine.
You're saying names, all right. All right. If I want to watch Real World, I'll go watch, no pun intended, Cops, okay? That's
okay. Come on down to South Carolina and I'll give you a Real World.
Oh Lord, this episode has started off as fire already, bro. I love it. Comic, your first impression?
My first impression, I thought it was lackluster, mediocre, and the more I didn't think about it, the more I realized I hated it.
Yes, love you. Oh God, thank you, my man. Thank you.
I thought it was a fair episode.
What was that, guys?
I said I thought it was a fair episode. I didn't mind it at all. It just goes to prove how
somebody with some common sense
freaking hustled everybody with laying the Easter eggs, getting everybody making their own theories, making all those theories clickbait, and fueled the beast of traction for this episode and this whole series.
I love Gascar.
That is not the reason why I hated it. I didn't even overanalyze the show, so
no, but there was a lot of people that.
Oh, there was a lot of people.
Honestly, I fell on it as well, but like I said at one point, I'm like, watch it not be no Mephisto in the series. Watch
That's what I said.
Not watch it. Like, I don't know. I was like, really, and I said it going into this last episode. I'm like, I don't know. Don't get your hopes up. I don't know. And no, it was. Listen, it was. They gave us a bit of closure with a tease for what's to be. So I liked it. Overall, I liked it. I found it could have been better. Could have been absolutely, but I thought it was okay. I enjoyed it.
Cool. And next one is LDG.
Oh hell.
I'll be back.
Here we go.
Take a nap.
First impressions, bro.
It was a 1, 2, 3 story. Okay. I'm sorry. 3, 2, 1 story. First, they started off giving us some real confusion, right? They gave us some Matrix, Truman, Inception shit. Then they turned it into a whodunit Alice in Wonderland. And what did we get? It finished off with the frickin' Wizard of Oz. It was all a dream, but you were there, and you realize who the hell the real person was, Scarlet Witch. I was completely disappointed. Did not like it. I think they trolled the living hell out of us, and they know it. Was not impressed whatsoever.
You got played, brother. You got played.
JJ.
Yes, sir. What did I? My first
impressions.
First impression.
Come on.
Well, you ain't. Hey, Danny, be cool, bro.
Come on.
I know you got that
The
juice.
line has to be drawn here, this far, no farther.
I know you got that
Where do
juice
you
going.
stand?
Trust me, I ain't gonna fail you. Trust me, because I didn't mind the episode either.
Okay.
You know, I'm not like some people that we know that looked at frame by frame, shot by shot. I didn't watch the show as like doing homework. I didn't need the trigonometry major because I'm a high school dropout. That's a little bit out of my league. So I just watched it because it's entertainment. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. It's entertainment. Watch it as such. It's not the real world. It's nothing to make a big deal over. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. Cool. If you loved it, great. If you liked it, great. It's entertainment.
I love
JJ.
You're the guy who eats ramen noodles and thinks it's a gourmet 7-piece order, don't you? It's just food. It's just food. I don't need taste. I don't need. I don't need texture or flavor or any of that fun stuff. As long as it goes down the mouth smooth, I'm happy.
That's where you're wrong, man. That's where you're wrong. Because when I go out to eat, when I'm going to go pay money for a meal,
Waffle House,
No, I eat with my eyes also. I ain't talking about Waffle House. Waffle House is just like coffee shop, man.
Just messing with you.
You think I eat there? Very rarely. I drink coffee there a lot, but I eat with my eyes, and that's what you're doing with WandaVision. But you really shouldn't because it's just entertainment, man. It ain't.
Thank you for proving my point. Don't pay attention to the real plot behind the special effects. Yes, exactly. That's why you loved Endgame.
I wasn't amazed, but I liked it.
All right, and Mr. Negative Candor, your first impressions there.
Yes. Everybody, get down.
Take cover.
It was Wanda and Vision. That's it.
Come on, man.
I think he's gonna blow up when he gets to the negatives. So I'll leave him at that. My first impressions, I'm gonna go with a few of you guys here and say it was trash. I didn't like it.
Yes,
I didn't like it.
Leaders on our team, quarterback, beautiful,
very underwhelming, and it had nothing to do with the theories that were predicted. It had nothing because I even said that there was not going to be no Mephisto. I said it on Rob's show, and then I said it again. So I said there was going to be no Mephisto. I said there was going to be no big bad. It had nothing to do with that. It was just very underwhelming for me. So with that being said, we'll get into what we did like about the episodes because there was stuff I did like. There was some stuff I did like. So Danny, what did you like?
I like the fight between the two visions. I thought that was pretty cool how they did it. The way she tricked, it was pretty predictable, but I knew that Agatha made a mistake when she taught her about the rune stuff. I said that's going to come back and bite her in the ass, which it did. But I like this kind of slick way Wanda did it. Like I said, the show, it wasn't the best of the series, but by far it wasn't the worst. I'm really not disappointed. Now, would I have liked to see that the so-called Luke Skywalker moment? Yeah, but am I like upset and pissed off about it? No. I don't think
but you changed your mind.
Yeah, the word I said to you was underwhelmed. I was underwhelmed when I initially watched it. Underwhelmed and pissed off is not quite the same. It's like, okay, I thought it was going to be more, but it wasn't. But then, like I said, I saw somebody else's stream, saw it through a different lens, and I said, okay, you know what? That kind of makes sense. So I changed my mind. I'm based on looking at it through his lens. I'm satisfied. It was an origin story. Could it have been better? Certainly. Like I said on my past stream, there's only two perfect movies in my mind: The Shawshank Redemption and The Green Mile. They can't be improved. Any other movie that's ever been played can be improved, including Endgame, including Infinity War, including this series. So, could it have been better? Some of the theories that we discussed on this show, would I have liked to see? Hell yeah, but it didn't happen. So, really can't cry with spilt milk.
And explain to them what changed your mind and why you changed your mind.
Rob said that basically you look at it as this is being an origin story, and that a lot of times fans, including myself, you come with these theories, and when the theories don't pan out, we automatically got kind of sour grapes. I'm not saying every fan feels like that, but I think some fans feel like that, and I think that makes sense. That if a movie doesn't fit our expectations, then it sucks for whatever reason. But then, like I always say, people say, well, I want something different. I want something this, or that's not my Wanda. That's not this. I mean, you can't have it both ways. So at the end of the day, what I have liked that fantastic, I don't even know who put that out. I think that Luke Skywalker moment is the same thing like Grey Jedi. It's not in canon, and no one ever said it that is in the Lucasfilm network, but somebody said it somewhere and it stuck. So I think that Luke Skywalker moment was thrown out there, and we kind of latched onto it, thought we were going to see it because it would be cool because we saw it in The Mandalorian. It didn't happen here. I do know for certain that Paul Bettany trolled us because I was thinking it was going to be Rob De Niro or some big name star, and it was himself. So I kind of get the joke. So having seen all that and putting all that into consideration, and I never seen this thing that you and Chris were talking about, that he says this show's supposed to directly connect to the Multiverse of Madness. I never seen that article or interview anything. I would like to see that.
DJ found the article last week.
Okay.
He found the article last week. He brought it out on the show, but he didn't show which article it was. But he said, I think it was Kevin Feige said it directly ties in. He said Spider-Man 3 and Doctor Strange 3. Okay. Doctor Strange 2.
The tie-in that I interpret from it, and correct me if you're wrong or tell me is like when Agatha told her that this power that you possess exceeds that of the Sorcerer Supreme. So that right there gives me the nod that she's going to be some kind of confrontational person against Doctor Strange in the upcoming movie. That's what I got out of it. I could be wrong. Mm-hmm. I could be reading more into it, but that little nod to there, and plus she's in astral form, reading the Darkhold while she's projecting her real self in the world, is already showing some of the Doctor Strange powers that we've already seen. So I think Doctor Strange 2 is going to answer a lot of questions that we didn't get in this movie or this series. So cool. I liked a lot of the stuff, so I'm cool with it.
Cool. And comic? Positive? Any?
Let's see. I mean, there's definitely things I liked about it, for sure. I liked at the end when she was kind of saying goodbye to Vision and the kids. I mean, it was kind of a nice, emotional moment. It shows that she truly does love Vision, and she's sorry to let him go. I thought that was done really well. I thought the stuff with the fight between Agatha and Wanda was pretty good, albeit everything was kind of predictable with the way things played out. We mentioned it last time that it was going to be Monica versus Quicksilver, Agatha versus Wanda, and then
Vision versus
Vision versus Vision. The Vision stuff was kind of cool. I'm trying to think of what else I liked about it. I think that really was about it. Cool. It did have some very nice emotional moments, I thought.
Yeah, I think so too. I'll get into that later. Gaishka, you go.
Real quick, Comic Division mentioned. Sorry, Comic Division. You mentioned the last scene when she was saying goodbye to Vision. Did you especially like the part where her lover's body was being ripped apart, but she forced his face to stay in phase just a little bit longer? Like you realize getting his body ripped apart just to say goodbye. I love that. I did a little bit more pain, baby, but I love you. Goodbye.
No, I'm digging LDG today. He's good.
It's official.
Yeah, LDG's on fire.
Yeah, LDG does not have a heart.
Gaishka.
Listen, I enjoyed the episode. I was also a little bit disappointed, when it all ended. But then I just sat back. I looked over to my wife and I'm like, fucking Marvel. They played us so well that it was like a work of art, work of genius. The way to get us to theorize everything, get us our hopes so high, and then snatch it at the end, right? If you look at it that way, no wonder there's so many people are disappointed and frustrated with it, because we were expecting something so much different. This whole Skywalker moment, I want to know who actually came out and said that there's going to be a Skywalker moment. The Kevin Feige
genius, bro. PR genius.
That was Bethany. That was whole Bethany saying that there was going to be a Luke Skywalker-esque moment. Yeah, that was all him.
Because he said we were going to work with a character that
an actor he's never worked with.
And he was
always wanted to.
Right?
Yeah.
I think it was Anzo that actually said that. So pure fucking genius, man. When I look back at this, I'm like, I was disappointed. But looking at it as a whole, wow. You know, we're gonna be talking about this for a while. You know, it's like Alonso said, it ties into Spider-Man 3. And I'm telling you, don't get your hopes up to what exactly it ties into, because it might be just a glimpse at the end that you see whatever's going to happen with the two other Spider-Mans and stuff. And, you know, it might be just an end credit scene, right? Because, you know, here we expect to see some amazing end credit scene. And what do we get? Fucking scrolls, right? But no, I like the whole Vision interaction when they're both talking to each other, talking about the ship. If the planks are removed, I found that that was a real deep conversation, and how
that was good.
Just by talking, right? They stopped a fight. You know, wish people can learn how to do that in the real world.
No,
I love that whole interaction.
I better work. That happened, guys.
I'll be honest with you.
True though.
That's one of my gripes, though, but I'll explain it to you when I get to the part that I didn't like. I'll get to that in a minute.
Let me add what you're saying, guys. I agree with everything you're saying, but what that did was make us clamor for Doctor Strange 2, because people are going to be like, damn, maybe that will answer some questions. So
absolutely.
So Marvel,
and that's genius.
They know what the hell they're doing. They know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, that's genius.
I don't doubt it. I don't doubt Marvel knows what they're doing. I really don't.
They use social media to their advantage, man. That's what they did. You know, they like reversed the whole hashtag firing thing to we're gonna look at these Easter eggs, and people, this is what this means, right? The whole Scarlet Witch fight with
this one over here.
the whole Scarlet Witch thing. What is it that comics called it? What was it? Is
weaponized autism.
Weaponized autism?
Yeah.
That's fire. No, the whole fight with Wanda and Agatha, you know, it was great. Listen, we all we knew it was predictable. It was a predictable fight. When she was missing, I knew what she was doing. I'm like, there's something weird going on there. And then I was like, it was nothing out of this world, but I enjoyed it. The whole interaction at the end, the goodbye. I don't mind the whole let me suffer, goodbye, let me hold you for 2 more seconds and say a goodbye kiss. It showed the human side of the real situation, the love, right? And he was created by love, right? That's what I said when we were in the roundtable a few episodes ago. I said that maybe it was her who created with it, because the loss, when you lose someone, that feeling inside is, imagine with powers what you can do, right? But no, overall I liked it. The whole Darcy coming in at the last minute to slam the freaking truck. I was wondering where she was. She was that not even 3 minutes? She wasn't even around at the end, because she
spent more time at the red light. Tell me about it.
Exactly, right. But no, I liked it. It was great. So the Vision fight, the fight at the end, the most I liked was the Vision interaction. The battle was good. And the goodbye scene with the kids. I like the scene with Speed, right? When he went around and then he comes back with the glasses, right? Like that was like a nod to his comic book appearance, right? But it was good. That's what I liked about it.
I gotta say this now because I'll forget when we talked about White Vision. My thing with that was, you were telling me that these guys didn't learn from Ultron and they created another robot that they had absolute no fucking control out of? I couldn't understand that. Like, it's just it made no sense to me. Like, there's no fail-safe, nothing. They just create a robot and it's like, okay, go in there, and all of a sudden the robot
That's a complete lack of planning on Marvel's part.
You know what I mean?
Create him and give him a target and just let him go.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And then, what the fuck were they expecting? So that was
because the ending. The ending completely contradicted that when they were writing that.
What's that?
What was that comic?
So you don't think the sword guy got a kill switch for that White Vision?
I didn't see one. He said, the guy even said, do we still have control over him? Like, what control? You didn't have no control. Yeah, what control are you talking about?
Control.
Exactly. Well, that's what I have to say, but we'll get into that later. Comments. LDG, what did you like, if there was anything?
All right, let me get my good list on the Santa Claus list here going here. It's not that big. All right. Overall, I like the special effects. I did like the special effects, like the magic, the cues on the CGI were quite good. Enjoyed the colors they used, the timings, the HD. I'm really trying to reach here on things I like, guys. I'm sorry. I liked the hex. We got to see the hex as a whole. Outside, right? It's like finally got to see the roof of the hex and in the walls as big as they are, this big encompassing house of magic that we finally got to see. I did enjoy that. Really good job on the special effects, and being somebody who does graphics, doing those kinds of environmental special effects are really hard to do. It's really easy for me to put like an energy ball in my hand, but for me to change my sky into some humongous, whatchamacallit, it's a bit difficult. So props on the CGI team for that. I did enjoy how we had the Agatha plot, the evil plot that she used the goodness in her against her, by saying, I need you to use your powers, so I'm going to endanger everybody around you right now and force you to use your powers. I did enjoy that, so she could steal them. I did enjoy that that traffic finally opened up for Darcy, and she made it perfect timing. I did enjoy that. I did enjoy, guys, what you said about the Vision fight. I liked how, especially coming from a computer programmer, how AI works, and that you can actually logically talk Vision into saying, okay, wait a second, what? You know what I mean? And have that moment there. I actually could relate to that. That was awesome. There was no fail safe switch, and because that could have turned real ugly. And I don't know if the writers did that on purpose, because if there was like a Terminator fail safe switch, that ending could have been completely ugly. We wouldn't have had what we had. Let's see here. Moniker show. Oh, I did like how they're hinting. I don't know if I got this right or not. Yeah, I'm still theorizing that Monica's powers seem to be Infinity Stone based. She shows blue when she was stuck in space. She showed purple when she wanted to deal with power. And it turned yellow when she had to do the phasing and kinesis things. So I did like that. Don't know if that's a hint to anything or if those colors or whatnot, but I did enjoy how the different colors were hung on a lamp.
That's called spectrum, by the way, when you have different colors, which is their other name.
Every time she showed a different color, she did a different thing. Okay. Well,
that's how she gets the spectrum.
Well, that's a thing or not. Let's see here. I loved how overall, and I'll say this is overall, I love how they set it up. Okay. The show at the beginning was like a fresh, a bowling lane, man. They set up the pins beautifully. They waxed up that lane nice and shiny. They went to get their freaking strikes. They bowled their first strike with the first 3 episodes, nailed it, strike. Then they had their next 3 episodes, bowled their strike, strike. And then on that last one to get their turkey, instead of getting a turkey, you turn the freaking viewer into one. Okay. But the first 2 strikes, beautiful. Up until those last 3 episodes, I did really, really enjoy WandaVision. I enjoyed weaponizing my autism. I enjoyed the hours I spent. I enjoyed the hospital visit I went to. I enjoyed all of it. It's just, you just didn't stick the landing horribly. A horrible landing stick on that one. And we'll get into that list because my bad list is 10 times longer.
JJ, what did you like about the episode?
Well, just hang on. Shit. All right. Just to make Danny laugh a little bit, you know what I'm gonna say. I love Wanda's outfit. I've been talking about Wanda the whole time.
There we go.
Looks pretty good, man.
Showgirls, I forgot. Here we go. Showgirls, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, no, Wanda, man, she looked excellent in the new outfit. I've said it before, it looked better than the Halloween costume, but I know what the Halloween costume was based off of. But the new modern version of the Scarlet Witch, I love the way the look turned out. I love the fight scene. I think this is a going thing right now. The fight scene in between the 2 visions. And also, I know Paul Bettany can play a wide range of characters. Okay, I loved him in A Knight's Tale. I loved him in Legion. Those are 2 completely flip-flop sides of him. Okay, the way he looked as White Vision kind of freaked me out a little bit because he looked like he was ready to do some for real damage. Okay, compared to the regular Vision, which was more caring, more loving, more understanding. It's like, man, he just went and just went whoop and just turned it over and did the complete opposite. And I love that.
And also to add to what you're saying, JJ, you noticed how his face was slightly different, right?
Yes.
Yes. On his face
yeah. The design on his face was different. The stone was different. Whatever that was on his forehead was different. I loved it, man. Not a big fan of white. I'm gonna be honest with you. Houses, vehicles, furniture, whatever. I'm not a big fan of white, but that right there, I thought was an excellent portrayal.
Coca-Cola fan, huh?
What? What'd you say?
Coca-Cola fan.
Well, Diet Coke, but yeah, Coca-Cola fan. I even like a little cherry Pepsi every once in a while too. Yeah, buddy. But yeah, no, it's just and the CGI. I thought they did well with it because in the first season of The Mandalorian, I was paying real close attention after I found out how they were making these episodes, and there was some shit that was just off. Okay, I liked the way it looked. They did a good job with it in this episode. The kids doing their thing, holding their own the best they knew how. I enjoyed that, and this is coming from someone that has no idea what's going on in this show. All the stuff that LDG has been throwing at me has been literally making my head hurt. That's because I don't know. I don't understand. It's like, who's this? Who's that? Where's this come from? I just had a crash course in the Scarlet Witch, basically. But the episode itself, I liked it. When we get done here, if I didn't have nothing else to do, I'll sit back and watch it again. I like the episode. I like the way it turned out. I like where it's possibly leading because that end credit scene talking about Fury. She said he. That's Fury. He's up on that ship. Unless anybody else has any other opinions on that, but that's
I think you're right.
Yeah, because that's what I had to go back. Well, when I watched it this evening, I had to watch that again, and because I missed her saying him the first go around. Because I was thinking when she said up there, I was thinking, oh shit, they're gonna bring in Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. No, I heard the him. I'm like, oh, that's Fury. But yeah, as a whole, I like the episode. Hate me if you want, trash me if you want, chat, LDG, don't matter. Even comics, I'll let you have a whack at me.
Why would I trash you for liking it? I mean,
Yeah.
No, that's the way we go. That's the way we roll around here. You like it. We catch some shit about it. Nothing serious. Like, man, you like that damn episode? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like LDG's doing in the back of his brain right now.
And positive.
You just saw my last tweet? I'm sorry, my fault. What?
Yeah.
Damn, that was quick.
That's it, man. That's it. I can't dive deep into it because I like what I saw. Now there are some issues with the storyline that we'll get into later. That I had a little problems with, but as a whole, I liked it.
Cool. And positive, was there anything that you liked about the episode?
Yeah, and credits.
Yes.
Oh, that was great.
Yes,
that was hilarious.
Yes.
Me, I liked a few things in the episode. I liked the Vision and Vision fight. I thought that was cool. I did call that one. I liked Wanda and Agatha going at it, magic for magic. I liked the way she tricked Agatha into the sky and did the runes around her. Thought that was pretty cool. Other than the fight scenes, I mean, for me, that's about it. Like, they were cool. The effects were nice, but man, we'll get into what we didn't like because I think that's the hot topic over here right now. So, Danny, anything you didn't like? Damn. Can't find anything?
Really?
Even I'm like, really?
You better at least say one thing. Even because I know for a fact
it was too short.
No. One more thing.
No, you can't say that because I'm using
It was
that.
the longest episode yet, and you're saying it's too short. I'm not accepting that as an answer. Okay. How about those lovely end credit scenes?
I can't say that I hate it, bro. I mean, I can't say nothing. I'm satisfied. I mean, I'm sorry that y'all aren't. Truly, I am. I don't know how I'm going to sleep tonight knowing that y'all aren't happy.
No, I'm sure you sleep just fine, buddy.
So I don't know. I mean, I feel for y'all. Y'all are my friends, and I'm just hurt and distraught that I'm the only one on the panel that liked it and don't have nothing negative to say. I'm just sorry.
Bro,
I'm broken up, man. I'm crying inside.
I'm going to say this. It's funny how this is a complete 180. I mean, the first episode, Danny was like, this is a shit show. Fuck this.
I told you. I did not. I have not gone away from
Did Wanda hex you?
The first 3 episodes are gorilla shit. I'm not changing that. But I told episode 4, on episode, let me finish. Episode 4, I changed. And Anzo is going to be my witness. When we first saw Stargirl, I was not a fan. But I saw it. I changed my mind. I can change my mind. I'm not going to be locked in something saying nope or yes. If I would like something at first and something that happens that I don't like it, I'm going to change my mind. Now, the first 3 episodes, I do not like. I will never, ever waste another hour and 30 minutes of my life watching those pieces of shit again. But 4 through 9, I may watch again, and particularly 9. So I don't have nothing that I'm going to sit here and say I hate about it. Y'all hate about it. That is totally y'all opinion. I feel I'm sorry.
How much is Disney paying you? Something happened. No. Rewind. Can you pull up episode what? You are more 180 than the plot itself. You are literally. Who are you? You're not Danny. Who are you? And what'd you do with Danny?
How am I 180? I told y'all 1 through 3 is shit, but now I liked it. Now, because let me finish, JJ. Because I didn't sit down for 10 hours every day and waste my life psychoanalyzing this shit.
Not me all you want. It's not about me right now, okay?
I'm just saying, Danny, that's you.
Danny,
you are being generous with 10 hours. This was literally 24 hours a day.
From the moment he
10 hours was like one shift for me. Okay, that was like one shift. Okay, that's nothing.
He woke up to the moment
10 hours. Okay.
So I'm sorry.
Danny out in uniform, looking at people like, man, is that Mephisto? Is that Mephisto? Is that Mephisto? You look like Agnes. Who are you? It's like.
All right, comic. What did you not like? Oh, JJ, go ahead. Go ahead.
I have one question for Danny.
Yes, sir.
Not necessarily what you didn't hate anything about the show. Did you have at least one what the fuck moment that you seen in that episode?
Okay, real talk. I think that they wasted the opportunity to show us more about Rambo. I think they could have gave us 10 minutes on her powers. Make her more a part of the solution or more of the fight. I think it was really wasted the interaction between her and Fatro, whatever the hell they call him. They could take that out because
Ralph Boner.
They're not going to. They're not going to put more of her in the story showing because she did everything in her damn power to get back in the Hex, and then wasn't used at all. So I think they kind of underutilized her character to my liking. If they would put her more, and I could see more of her powers. Kind of point her into the Captain Marvel 2 more than they did. And I think the end scene credit with her was a little bit wasted. That's my gripe.
Cool.
Okay.
You are up, comic.
Alrighty. First off, I forgot to mention this on the like section. I like that the series was actually self-contained. And it didn't end on a cliffhanger, which I thought was good.
Yeah, me too.
But okay, here's my biggest problem with it. They're taking a page out of all different Marvel, which in my opinion is probably one of the worst eras of Marvel comics, where you're not really sure if the hero is supposed to be a hero or a villain because of the way they act. Now, the thing that really bothered me about this episode at the end, I thought she was going to go and turn herself in. And that's something that a hero would do, right? No, seriously. That is something that a hero would do. I recognize I screwed up. I did something bad. I'm turning myself in.
Take responsibility.
Take responsibility.
I'm not laughing at that conversation, but that's one of the first things he said to me when we DM'd, and I was like, they're gonna have magical handcuffs for herself.
Well, even if they weren't not able to take her in, the fact that Monica, they have this conversation, we see firsthand the shock and damage that she does. She basically kidnapped an entire town, brainwashed them, and then they let her go. And Monica's like, "Hey, Wanda, I sympathize with your loss, but you kidnapped an entire town. We can't let you go."
But at worst, it was like involuntary manslaughter. She didn't do it voluntarily. She didn't even know she was doing it. It was like she just flipped out and had a temper tantrum.
And an accident. That's not an excuse. I mean, seriously, it's not an excuse.
You're absolutely right, Comic, because they still have the Sokovia Accords, right?
Exactly, and that's the thing. Ultimately, what really pissed me off is they actually made me side with Tony Stark on this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Tony was right about the Sokovia Accords. This is the issue that we're running into with these superheroes. But the fact that Monica just let her walk away without saying,
"But
you
stop and think
up.
about that for a minute." Stop and think about that for a minute, because the power that Wanda possesses, even though she's really guilt-stricken right now, do you honestly think there was anything they could do to stop her from leaving?
Nope.
No, but you could at least pretend. I don't know. It's ridiculous. It's the fact that they could at least try to talk her down or something like that. Hey, look, you did some bad stuff. You need.
I hear what you're saying, but that's like me going into a gunfight and I only got a 9mm. These suckers got AK-47s. I know I don't have a chance, so I'm not even going to do that.
Yeah, but Monica said so that she understood what she went through, because she would have done the same thing.
Yeah, I think
that's why she let her go.
But that's the
even
problem I have with it.
Right,
that is so dumb.
Maybe therapy, but I can't see her being charged with a crime.
She committed a crime. Here's the thing. This is what pisses me off.
Autopilot.
It's not an excuse, though.
If I go to sleep, if you go to sleep, right, and you sleepwalk and commit a crime, you should go to jail for that?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm dead serious. If you sleepwalk and you're completely not in control.
You know why you should go to jail? I'm going to tell you exactly why.
Why?
Because it's real fucking life. This shit ain't real life. Okay? That's why your ass should go to jail.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were going to actually give me a real reason. I'm sorry. My fault.
I'll give you a real reason. Because if they don't, then everybody will say, "Oh, well, I was sleepwalking when I did that."
Yeah,
but that's bowing down to the negative. You can't do that. We live in that world right now, and look where we're headed right now. You can't ruin it for the good people because of the few bad people.
Right, but it will happen though.
That's the reason why we have our freedom of speech being held against us right now, because of that exact comment you just made.
But it'll
because of bad people, we're going to stop the good people. If you honestly sleptwalk and you honestly were not in control of your body and you honestly were a victim, she was a victim of her own powers. She's a victim as well. I'm sorry. Now, if they would have told us that she secretly wanted all this to happen, whole nother story. But from what they showed us on screen, she was a victim of her own powers. So yes, I agree. She should have gotten some help. She should have gotten some help.
Let me finish, dude. Let me finish. All right. Even if somebody was sleepwalking, and there was, even if she did this because of mental illness, there would still be a trial, and she would still go to therapy. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Agreed.
What annoys me about it is the complete lack of accountability.
Yeah,
for the character. And it's like, that's not what a hero is. You need to be responsible for your actions, whether you did them intentionally or not. You still need to basically, she walks up and she's like explaining to her, it's like, oh, all these people hate me. And Monica's like, well, they just don't understand the trauma you went through. Mm-hmm. It's like, it doesn't make it any better.
They were going through trauma throughout that whole thing, right?
Exactly. I mean, you had people begging to die. Mm-hmm. If she doesn't let them go. I mean, that's pretty fucking terrible. I mean, she's basically acting like a supervillain, and it's like, come on.
Mm-hmm. I think you're onto something there, Comics.
No,
and that's fine. But in that trial, the fact that when she actually truly realized what was going on, she did do the right thing. and that would also be held.
She did the right thing by setting everyone free. Finally, you're right on that. But still, it doesn't negate the damage that she's done.
Right, and I think she always knew what she was doing. She was just suppressing it. You know what I mean? Because there were times where they're like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm not." And then she stops because she doesn't finish saying, "I'm not doing this." She just says, "I have no idea," and then stops. And then she says, "I'm not," and then stops. You know what I mean? Because she deep down in her subconscious, she knew what she was doing.
She knew. It's the reason why she was rewinding stuff too. She knew what was going on. She was playing ignorant because she didn't want to deal with her pain. And that's
not guilty. You're free to go.
To be honest, that wasn't actually still proven yet. There was the magical autopilot, and the only thing that actually showed the ability to rewind anything was the Mind Stone power itself, and that could have just been that magical autopilot.
The Punisher by saying, "Oh, he was just on autopilot when he murdered all those people."
I disagree.
No, I'm serious.
I disagree because when Vision got pulled out, and she knew he was in danger, she froze everybody knowingly and enlarged the hex to get him back. So she
that's not a rewind though. She just froze everybody. She just froze time.
But she froze everybody in their spot. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll finish on to what comics didn't like, then we'll move on. Go ahead, Comic.
Not guilty.
To make a point, and we'll let that fly real quick. Remember, when the rewind actually happened, she was affected. When she froze time for that quick second, she was free as a bird. So I still think those are two different events. She got rewound in the rewind. That was a global rewind. She didn't do it. It was the autopilot magical knowing something was wrong, so they just rewind the entire scene,
it was her,
including her. There's no proof of that. That's all I'm saying.
She says no. She says no, and then rewinds.
Look at the light.
She knew.
Look at the light, LDG. Still.
Okay.
Anyways,
look at the light.
We'll get into that comment.
To the hole.
The other thing I did like is the fact that the sword director, they basically arrest the guy for doing his job. Yeah, he tried shooting her, but it's like, come on, man. It's like he basically is doing his job, trying to take down the threat, which is Wanda at this point, and then he's the one who gets arrested. Meanwhile, we let the person who kidnapped an entire town go completely scot-free.
That's
Did he actually aim for the kid? By the way,
Did I see
that right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying the guy's not a piece of shit, and I was right. The guy was just an asshole on that. I want to point that out. Flash. As much as I agree with you, I think it would be great if it was actually what's his name, Ultron. He pulled the flesh off. But no, he was just an asshole, like I said. But it's like, I'm not saying what he did was good. It was obviously wrong shooting at kids. But like I said, he was trying to do his job, and Wanda kidnaps an entire town. They let her free.
Yep. I agree.
Unfortunately, the bad guys have rules. The good guys have rules. The bad guys don't. That's what sucks.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
I agree with you about that one part.
This one here, real quick. The end says Monica can arrest her, but Monica has powers now.
Yeah,
so
Monica
at least could have at least tried.
She could have at least tried. She could at least try to reason with her and say, "Hey, you need to stand down. You fucked up." You need to be responsible for your actions.
Monica sense that ass whipping. Sometimes when you sense the ass whipping, it causes you to do stuff.
Wow.
Monica was like, "Damn,
listen, guys, remember
some other being. I ain't touching that."
Hey, you just remember, bring somebody to life out of thin air, man. Man, what can you do with that?
It's a bit there. But remember. Danny said there was nothing about this episode he didn't like, including the fact that Wanda didn't get held responsible for.
Have you not been hearing me the whole thing saying that she's innocent and other guy was guilty? Have you not been hearing that? Okay,
guys, you're up.
Actually, I was disappointed that was it Howard or Hayward? His last name?
Hayward.
Hayward. That they made him look so weak at the end. You expected a little bit more fight in him.
Yeah.
And he's like staying in his vehicle. He comes out of his vehicle. That was like, what the hell? There was nothing, no bazookas, no anything like that. It felt off. I wish that, he would rip his skin. It would be Ultron. That would have been freaking wicked. But, that's just,
that would have been better than what we got.
Exactly. The other thing I didn't like was, again, disappointment. The second end scene, when I saw the mountains in the lake, I'm like, ooh, is that Alkaline Lake? And I just got up like this, thinking, you know, are we going to get a glimpse of a Wolverine running around naked or something in the woods? And then I see the hut, the little cabin, and I see her, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? So I was kind of disappointed that we didn't get to see that Skywalker moment, you know, that Xavier or Magneto bit. I was, but at the end, like I said before, at the end, I was like, fucking well played and all, you know, for duking us the way they duked us. The other thing I didn't like was, shit, what was it?
See, too much, I guys. Go. One is enough.
No. Yeah, that was it. No, that was it. I thought I had something else.
Yeah.
Good.
You have
Next
something
person.
else. You just don't want to piss Daddy.
No, I don't.
feel like-
I don't.
That's good, Gascar. Good. You good.
I just, you know what I have to say is,
Oh hell.
the majority of the, hold on, Danny. The majority of the fans, you know, they created their own deception, their own disappointment on this, because
Yes,
they
they did. Yes.
they with everything and all the Easters, they put the bar up here for this last episode, and they got nothing close to it. So yeah.
LDG, you are up next.
Put your finger on the trigger, man.
Yeah.
Where do I start?
Take a deep
Where do I
breath.
start?
Keep it nice.
Anybody got to take a pee? Now
Look
it's
into
time.
the light. Don't go too deep down the rabbit hole.
First of all, I gotta say, I
this is
didn't.
for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. That fixes everything. I'm all fine now. I'm good. There we go. Yeah. All right. So as far as the Paul Bettany thing, guy was having fun. Okay. And if you watch what he said, you almost kind of like knew he was kind of trolling us. And I'm not gonna say I hated it. I'm gonna say, okay, you got me. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. Okay, you got me. I read into that. I fell for it. But that's it. All that trolling you did during the show, there's a difference when you just put an Easter egg here and there, randomly placed Easter eggs, or maybe a cute, ingenious way of putting an Easter egg in there. But the labyrinth breadcrumb trail that you put in this series drove me and other people like me completely insane. Okay. I literally went to the hospital because this was the last straw of not having sleep, of something else that I have to do in my life, because I wanted to love this series so damn much. To be let off a cliff at the end of it, I was very disappointed. And now the fact that I know that you did that intentionally, that is what pisses me off. Okay. This wasn't just certain things we read into. Okay. We read into certain things. The guy mentioned the Luke Skywalker moment, and then all of a sudden everyone's calling it the Luke Skywalker moment. We forgot that who's the original person who said it. And then people thought it was an automatic given. The fact that Kevin Feige said this is going to line up with Doctor Strange 2 automatically made people think Doctor Strange is going to be in it, that this is going to break into the multiverse and she's going to explode in a rage and cracks the blah, blah. Okay. Those were all just, we were feeding. We got what we thought, a little breadcrumb, and we just made up our own minds. But the stuff that you put in the show itself, of the first 6 episodes, okay, you deliberately left a trail of jelly beans and let us off a freaking cliff. Was not a fan of that. Specifically in the show, I did not like, and some of these things you guys didn't mention, I'm surprised, including the huge boner we all got during this episode.
Oh, yeah.
One was Dottie. All right, episode 2, Dottie gets knocked out of the magical role that she's in. She's looking Wanda dead in the face, and she says, "Who are you?" Yet when she gets knocked out of it in the 9th episode, when she's still mind controlled the entire time, she knows exactly who Wanda is, calls her by name, talks about her kids, the whole 9 yards. That was broke. Okay. That was a deliberate mislead. Did not like that whatsoever. Mailman, he has a truck now. We saw him in an episode carrying like 9 fucking packages, 9 boxes on a dolly. Where'd you get the dolly from? Because you had no damn truck in that entire scene. And then what's the first thing we see the mailman in a freaking truck? I mean, that was a fucking slap in the face to me. As soon as I saw that truck, I'm like, really? You must be watching my show, Feige, because that was just wrong. Ralph Boner. Seriously.
Yeah,
and as far as I'm concerned, that's not the same Ralph. Because that was just somebody who's in this, that was just some random kid in the city, in the town, right? And the Ralph that she was talking about, there's no way that's him, right? The whole Ralph anniversary on 1902 and all that can't be that Ralph. It's just coincidental. And I think people are saying that's supposed to be that Ralph. I don't think it's that Ralph. I think Ralph is still out there, and Ralph could still be a Mephisto nightmare or Mephisto nightmare merging or whatever some people are saying about that. That was not the same Ralph. I think that was another kick in the face on purpose. Thank you very much, Kevin Feige. The kids, guys, listen, Feige, who are you hiring? You could have saved the kids. The kids weren't made up of 100%. Well, they shouldn't have been made up of 100% magic. She could have just inseminated herself, magically endowed her loin, and those kids could have been from her. Okay, maybe they lost their superpowers when the hex went away, but you didn't have to kill the kids. You had a perfect way out to save the kids. Why were they Tetrising away and stuff if you impregnated? So you're basically telling me you created a body inside your stomach when all you had to do was cast a spell on your egg to split into twins? Could have definitely gotten away with that and not killed off kids, which I'm surprising coming from a Disney show. I figured they were going to go that direction and somehow save the kids. End credit scenes, waste of freaking time. What the hell were those end credit scenes? Seriously, especially the first one, waste of absolute time.
I don't even remember the first one.
It was the scroll. Out of all the theories that was pouncing around like ping pongs, the scroll one was right. Really? We got the most. No one cares about the scrolls, and that was the theory that was right. Okay, and we got 5. I mean, you could have revealed that in the show. You didn't need an end credit show for that. Oh, you need to go to space. You're up there. Let's go. No, thank you. Second end credit scene. Okay, I thought it was cool that she was like, okay, so Wanda started the episode saying, "I'm not a witch," and ends it. There's your Luke Skywalker scene, okay? Because she went from 0 to Jedi Knight in one episode. She's all of a sudden Master Yoda, freaking astral projecting herself while she's drinking tea. Even Doctor Strange had to sleep when he did it. You're having tea and whatever, yada, yada. Reading the Darkhold that's supposed to drive you nuts if you even read the damn thing. And then magically you hear some from hopefully what we think is another dimension. But for all we know, they're just in the closet tied up. I have no clue. How that is supposed to tie into the multiverse. That was it. So this is supposed to tie into the multiverse was a 10-second scene in which she's reading a book, astral projecting, and hears some voices that we can't even say where we know they come from. Besides that, I didn't like the fact that Vision just bolted. I was very pissed off about that. Vision basically got his. Now I know there's talk in Anzo's. We were talking about this, whether the Vision actually implanted himself in him. I think when I went and rewatched it, I think he just kind of unformatted his hard drive and basically recovered his memories. Right. And which basically means if you're the Vision body, you're Vision. And if you unlocked those memories, you're freaking Vision. You are officially Vision. You don't need time to reflect your technology. Your memories come back just like Data did in Star Trek. You're like, oh snap! Hey, what's going on? Where you're you immediately, right? Mm-hmm. And what is the first thing you do? Bye-bye. Peace. Never to be seen again. I thought that was a complete letdown. They could have gone a different direction with that. I don't know what exactly, but I just did not enjoy the fact that Wanda, he knew Wanda, he still had his regular memories. So he knows Wanda needs help right now. And he just bolts and see you later. Have a nice day.
Was not a fan of that. That's going to tie into something.
I'm sure they will tie it into something. I just didn't like it in the episode. Mm-hmm. And besides that, I didn't like the no Mephisto, the no Iron Man, no Captain Marvel, no Ultron, no Cuckoos, no Dormammu, and no Doctor Strange. This episode could have been banging. This could have been an awesome freaking episode that we're all talking about for months on end. Oh my God. Just breaking the roof as far as anticipation for the new movies coming up, the new Marvel movie coming up, Captain Marvel movie coming up, and of course Doctor Strange 2. You could have super hyped everyone, but now the only people you made happy was a quite few.
JJ. Danny wasn't there for that. You're lucky.
Look,
JJ,
I can't. I can't compete with that shit.
I heard that.
No, there was a couple things I didn't hate. I just, I thought they could have been done a lot better. Monica, first and foremost, the entire series, all 9 episodes, she was basically the Finn of this. A completely great character that was completely underutilized.
Absolutely.
And I agree with LDG. But I have a different theory on that. I think what Vision did was just back himself up.
Mm-hmm.
He used the white one as a backup.
Mm-hmm. I believe he put his something into that Vision, because that Vision wouldn't have memories of past. He put those memories in there and backed himself up in that Vision.
And the bulk of it was, luckily I just watched the movie before this last episode again this afternoon. There were actual clips from Age of Ultron. A lot of them actually. And then, going into Infinity War and Endgame and shit like that, what happened to him. It was, he was backing himself up. That's what I thought he was doing. But if that was the case, why the fuck you go? That pissed me right the fuck off. When he took off and we never saw him again, I'm like, that's why I was asking Danny, what the fuck? That was mine right there. Not even the split second. Oh, hey, let's bring Darcy in for a second. Boom. All right, she can crash.
Yeah.
Awesome. That was, they could have left that out. And
I completely forgot Darcy was gone, and quite frankly,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Just came out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
Real quick, JJ, they showed him. Okay, they showed his power, right? So he had to do something to the white Vision. So obviously, the yellow power coming in and then coming out was to be expected on my end. They specifically showed memories that the Hex Vision didn't have. And those were the memories of what happened pre-Thanos breaking your skull apart.
Exactly.
So that couldn't have been any backup. He was, and in a computer world, nothing is truly deleted.
Yeah, but he was created from the Mind Stone, so that's where you could kind of justify that a little bit.
Absolutely.
But in their conversation, they said that. He says, "You have my memories, but they have it blocked." But
yes, he did say it. And you basically, that's what he did, was unblock it.
Yeah. So he said, "Memory, your memories are not completely gone," and he unlocked his memories that were in the white Vision. So that's all he did. He just basically unmind blocked him and brought back the data and connected, his left brain with his right brain. To coin a phrase.
I understand. Hey, I'm all for that, but still, the end result, he fucking bolts. Wow.
No. Oh, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. I'm not even trying to argue with that. I was just trying to say that whole backup, even though I would like to have seen a merging happen. I just don't. I thought you just unlocked him, and then if he becomes Vision, why did he bounce? I totally agree with you on that.
I'm going to look at it now.
I did notice the crystal. It turned slight yellow before it went white again.
That is correct.
Like, that had something to do with it.
Absolutely.
And then it went back white again.
Oh yeah.
Then his eyes. In his eyes.
Yes, that is correct. That's what I think. I don't think he had the memories. I'm going to go listen to that spot now, but I don't think he had the memories. I think Vision put them in there. But let's go to positive candidate. What did you dislike about a positive?
Get down.
You have the floor.
All right. Yeah, I mean, basically, this was pretty much smoke and mirrors the whole time. And basically a big magical illusion pulled, and everybody freaking got punked in this, basically. The thing, you talk about there's no cliffhanger. Well, where the fuck did Vision go to? The new one. Where the hell did he go to? That's a major cliffhanger. What about the kids at the end? Mommy, help us. Please help. That ain't a fucking cliffhanger. I don't know what is, but anyway, if that ain't, So they left tons of cliffhangers at this. Monica's powers, I think she is And the reason why she has those different phases LDG described is because that's her spectrum powers starting to manifest, basically, with the different colors of the spectrum. But yeah, I mean, they basically, trolled everybody, for the most part, and fucking wasted 9 weeks of my fucking time, basically.
That's kind of how I feel too. I do feel like my time was wasted as well.
And yeah, I'd almost rather they just dropped it all at once, and then I could have said, okay, well, now that you dropped all 9 episodes at once, yeah.
I disagree with that mainly because it kept us talking for 9 weeks. That was smart.
Yeah,
I could have gone without the hospital visit
or the cuckoos.
I could have gone without the cuckoos. All that work I could have focused, guys. I mean, I put so much work into this.
Keep saying that out loud, man. Are you not listening to yourself out loud? Man, stop saying that. Stop saying that. You let something totally fake put you in the hospital. Oh, stop saying that. You are far more intelligent than that, LDG. You are far more intelligent than let something fake put you, a grown-ass man, in the hospital.
Listen.
Happens all the time, Danny.
First and foremost, like most of you guys are with Marvel, I am with Star Wars. Okay? I'm a diehard Star Wars fan. Always have, always will be. Okay? I can understand where LDG is coming from, because if this was one of the new Lucasfilm shows coming out, like, let's just use the Book of Boba Fett. I'm gonna watch that shit with every fucking filter I can think of, because I'm looking for continuation, or I'm looking for a cohesive universe, because it's a property I love. I can understand people doing that, but LDG, with that being said, you put yourself in that spot.
I'm not going to get blamed for wanting to love a show, to put in the love that fan people like myself go through. I am not going to be held responsible for that. Okay, I'm not going to be shamed for wanting to love something and go the 9 yards to it, because we've all done it. Okay, all of us have a fan. Okay, that we go nuts about.
LDG, pull back on the throttle a minute. I'm not saying you can't love what you love, man, but you don't have. You can't let it affect your life. You got to know when to stop. And you're talking to a diehard fan, man. I seen and looked at everything I could find that was Star Wars. I had, after my divorce, I had to give it away because I just couldn't do it no more. There was more than just collector tubs full of shit worth my health. You got to know
of course, Dan. And I did learn when to stop. The hospital bed definitely was a big wake up that you need to stop and get some sleep. Okay.
Oh my God. First, I want to go on this one real quick, because he says, and just the last part, Vision had the Mind Stone, which made him human. No, it didn't. Vision was not human. If you go back and watch those things, he doesn't act like a human. It's only in this series where he started to have emotions and act like humans.
And
but before that, but before that, he had no emotions. He wasn't acting like
he doesn't matter what you think. What you saw was $9 billion worth of vibranium.
Yeah, because that wasn't Vision. That was her interpretation of Vision. That was the way she saw him. It wasn't the real Vision. I mean, and I'm saying that like it's an absolute, and I don't even know if that's true, but that's what I'm going off of, because the whole thing was her safest point. Right, and they showed this in the flashback when she felt the most safe in her safe space, her safe zone was with her parents watching TV shows, and she was trying to automatically, subconsciously put herself back in that situation. If anything, she was, like I said, a victim of her own subconscious, and what was put into Vision's personality, I think, was a product of that.
No, in Infinity Wars, he was human. No, he looked like a human. He wasn't human.
He made himself look human.
He made himself look human, but he wasn't human. He was still Andre. He still didn't have those kind of feelings and emotions that he did in the Hex. So I didn't like the fact that a lot of people said this, but Monica was so underused in this, it wasn't even funny. Like, you gave her powers, and then next thing you know, she's and not only that, right? We see Quicksilver. She had Quicksilver. Quicksilver had her locked up. All right. We don't know how Quicksilver got her locked up because she has powers. Then we're in there. Quicksilver touches her, and she goes flying. Like, I thought your powers were able to analyze and absorb people's powers, right? So where were they then? And the way she beats him is by grabbing him and flipping him over her back. And I'm like, okay, he has super speed. Like, even if you did that, he could have got away from that.
Exactly.
You know? Exactly. So that was just like, I found that real stupid. I just didn't like that. Vision flying away. I was like, okay, where the fuck did he go? He's just gone like that. It made no sense to me. And again, like I said, creating another robot that you don't have no control over. If they did that, the army or whoever would have made sure that there is absolutely no way anybody could have taken control of that Vision. But so
and a kill switch too.
Right, or a kill switch or something. But just so easily, it's like, okay, boom, starts talking. And I still think he puts his memory in the Vision, and then the Vision says at the end, he says, "I am Vision," because before he says that, he says, and I just watched it, he says, "You are the real Vision," and then he puts his memories in him, and he says, "I am Vision," and flies off. Like, okay, where the fuck did he go? Like,
and that made sense.
He would have gone to Wanda.
Huh?
Yeah.
I said
he would have gone to Wanda.
Yeah.
Or he would have went to whoop Haywood's ass.
Yeah.
Or something, right?
Or
something.
he was warned about something that's more important, and he had to go. Maybe there's something.
You're reading too much into this, guy, Scar. I think you're reading too much into this.
Look who's saying that, right?
Hold on.
Look who's saying that.
Those
The
words
turkey.
leave his mouth.
The pot is calling the kettle black. Oh my god! I cannot believe
you know.
All right. Oh, there was one last thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're still.
No. Your last thing.
The last thing I wanted to add to the list was, and this is at a production standpoint, whether Feige this was in purpose or not, I don't know. But the editing mistakes they made, the production mistakes that they made, they weren't just small production mistakes. I can look past certain things, okay? I know that when I watched Star Trek TOS, they didn't have the production to make holograms and, you know, all the special effects and whatnot, and the phasers were literally drawn in. Okay, I get it, okay? I'm not going to be picky on that or nitpicky on that. But the editing mistakes they made in WandaVision led us to believe certain things, called in question the plot. Us. I am. Remember, you're all just different versions of me. So, freaking let us. Like, for instance, like the editing with the watching the TV screen and just having it skip across. That came into question whether time was going at the same time. Like, people were asking, well, is time different inside the bubble than outside the bubble? And having Darcy look at the TV screen and seconds are going past on her time, yet minutes or the entire show is going past her whole eyes. You know, she saw the screen where Wanda had the first kid, and then the next cutscene is her face looking at that screen saying twins. The second one didn't pop out yet. What? Like, you just threw that in our face. Like, we weren't supposed to just think over that. The other one was the wall. Why did Monica get sucked in the first time she touched the screen, when she touched the wall, right? Yeah, everybody else can just walk in all, like the beekeeper just walked in all willy-nilly. Why was it looking like the hex itself was paper thin, especially when they showed the beekeeper going in? Literally, you could see him on both sides, which was weird because sometimes you couldn't see past the wall, but sometimes you could see past the wall. But then when Monica went through the second time, it was like meters thick. Not only was it meters thick where she had to push through and the whole subspace, different realities and stuff, but when she came out of it, she was right there where Agatha was talking to Vision, tricking Vision with that whole "you're dead, dead, dead." She was right there at the crossroads of that road where Vision was being led to with Agatha. This was after Wanda expanded the bubble like a mile. She's supposed to be way far out there, not right there at the dead road. These little inconsistencies in editing, and they should have caught this, drove people that were already down the rabbit hole even freaking further.
No, not people. You. Not people.
Okay, listen, I've already said it, okay? This show already took me to...
Yes, it did. So, what else didn't I like about it? Vision leaving. I thought the end scene was, it was a nice scene with Vision and the kids and all that. But I'm like, man, she should have been crying a lot more than that. She should have been bawling. You know what I mean? She has kids now and the kids are gone. Like, she should have been like bawling her ass off. I think that part could have been a lot more emotional than it was. But it just, to me, the whole episode was underwhelming. If it wasn't for the fighting scenes, I'd have been like, this was trash.
Do you know what that kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of that scene in Wonder Woman 1984 where she basically has to let go of Steve Rogers.
Yes.
Sorry, Steve Trevor, not Steve Rogers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, wow, this scene felt very
she
familiar.
was more
to me.
emotional. Wonder Woman was
Wonder Woman was more emotional too.
Mm-hmm. But that's exactly it.
She was a bit.
That's exactly it. At least Wonder Woman was crying, walked away. But I you know what I mean? Like something like that traumatic, I think she would have been like, even when she's walking through the town, you wouldn't have been able to like hold back those tears, because now it's like you completely lost everything in your life.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Mm-hmm. Since she is so powerful now and she rivals Doctor Strange, she couldn't make some kind of, or couldn't eject them periodically with her magic to keep them alive and not have them encompassed in a bubble, or enchant some kind of
like a amulet, hex,
like an amulet, like Quicksilver, the fake Quicksilver
she
hair around his neck.
Well, that was the problem. Now Monica, not Monica. Now Wanda, we're supposed to believe that Wanda, as long as she puts a big force field up, she can magically create people. She wants 5 visions. She can make 5 visions to help her out. If she just puts a hex around her, she can make kids and children and whatever the hell she wants now. She's the magical creation god of myth and legend.
And I remember her being that powerful in the comics.
Yeah,
I don't know if they retconned that or not, but
that's another thing I didn't like. She wasn't.
She had that probability magic in the comics.
The chaos magic.
But she wasn't stronger than Doctor Strange, magic. Was she?
No, they didn't call it chaos magic. They call it like probability. They didn't specifically call it chaos. I think when she got her strength, based on what I read in that House of M, that would kind of propelled her to this legendary status she is now. Before that, she was not. She was like a secondary superhero, even underneath Iron Man and Captain America. And
they retconned her though, because she was Magneto's kid at first.
Yeah.
Originally,
at first,
brother and
sister.
sister.
That away.
Where she really came to prominence was that damn House of M.
Yeah, right, she became a Nexus being.
My question is, was she stronger than Doctor Strange after House of M?
I don't remember that, bro. I'll tell you the truth.
I'd have to look it up exactly, but I think she is.
One thing Kevin Feige does, he does a lot of cherry picking. He'll take one story and then infuse it with another one and kind of boost this. Because just last year or the year before last, he said Captain Marvel was the strongest person in the Marvel universe.
Yeah,
that's no longer true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that's technically not true in the Marvel universe to begin with.
Right,
exactly. I'm just saying in his MCU, I guess she was, but he got no home water now.
And this one, she was literally
create somebody out of nothing.
I think the thing is, the reason why he said that is because Marvel for like the last 6 years has been trying to propel Captain Marvel to be one of the most popular characters, and it keeps failing because she's not that interesting.
Right.
You got the wrong actress.
It looks like it looks like to me that they'll probably be trying to do that with Wanda then, right? Because I think Wanda's a more likable character. Yeah, so they're going to make her extremely powerful. But and he says she was literally. Yeah, go ahead, Danny. Sorry.
I said she's attractive. She's popular. So I think they're going to have more success building her up than they did.
Oh yeah, big time.
The Captain Marvel, because she was kind of
way more.
She's not a charisma void.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this one says she was literally torching kids in the town, which that's the thing I wanted to say. Yeah, she was keeping kids locked up in their room for however long they were in the hex. Only
Yes.
let them out during the fucking Halloween episode, and then after that. And my thing is,
I told you she did terrible things. She was
Yeah,
a freaking
man.
villain.
Y'all gotta look at it like she's Dexter. Dexter was a serial killer, but he only kills serial killers. So that's how you can look at it.
no, but she was.
And for the record, it was only for less than a month.
I'm just
less
joking.
than a couple weeks.
It was just
No, I
a
know
long
that.
timeout.
It was just a long time out. Nobody got hurt. Okay, the only person who got hurt was Dottie. You know, she just had a little blood on her hand. That's it. Nobody died.
Oh yeah,
Nobody starved
everything
to
is
death.
fine. You know, she wasn't
It
being
was
tortured
just-
because her kid was locked up or anything.
Yes,
You know,
it was just
all fine.
Yeah, exactly. No farm, no half
There
foul.
were people that wanted to die as a result of Wanda's actions. I mean,
Yeah, I didn't get that bit.
Fine.
I didn't get that bit. People
No,
wanted to kill
there was a
themselves.
lady. There was
Yeah.
a lady that said,
I didn't get
if
that.
you're not going to let us go, please kill me."
Killer, yeah.
Mrs. Hart. Yeah, Mrs. Hart said
She
that.
was choking him. She was choking him on something at first.
She choked them after. She choked them
Well,
after.
she
yeah.
couldn't control. I don't think she
Yeah.
could control that. She didn't want to choke him.
Yeah.
No, she didn't.
That
wanna
was
do
her
it, but-
going crazy. And then she stopped it. But
She caught herself.
the whole
Yeah.
"I want to kill myself" thing, really, it was only like what 7-8 days, and you want to kill yourself already?
You don't know what those people
No.
were going through.
For real.
Yeah,
Because remember,
seriously, that
everyone.
was like serious psychological torture.
Yeah, everyone that came out of it said that when we sleep, we get your nightmares. You know what I mean? The guy said he was in pain when he was in there. Even Monica said it was in her head and it was paining her.
Yeah.
So
He
they
was
have
off.
been pain and suffering for
He was off.
so
They were
long.
Exactly, Anzo. Like like right now, I can't relate with how you must be feeling, LDG, after all those hours going through those films and stuff.
Oh, he's in pain.
Yeah, I don't want to kill Wanda. I mean, I went through hell and back. I don't want to kill her. I don't want to die. I mean, I came out okay. I mean, these guys are crybabies. I was fine. Yeah, it was a little bit of hell. I'll give you that. I went a little insane and back again. I had a couple bad dreams. I'll give you that, but you know, it's all said and over. It's all right. I mean, Monica didn't seem that bad when she came out of it, right? When she came out of it the first time, she wasn't like "kill me," you know. I don't know. I think that was just exaggerated. Is all I'm trying to say. I think that was
I doubt that, but they were in pain. But we'll get into our final impressions, our grades on the episode and on the series as a whole. So, Danny, go ahead.
My final grade for the whole series, I can't give it an A because I did not like the first 2 episodes, but I will give it a B+.
Okay. And this episode, you give it?
This episode, I give it a B+ as well.
All right.
Like I said, it wasn't the best episode to me, and it wasn't the worst. Can't give it an A because they misused Monica Rambeau. They didn't use her. They lost opportunity, so I can't give it a perfect score, and I can't give the series a perfect score because the first 2 episodes I did not like. So I will stick with a B+.
Cool. Comic, you're up.
I give this episode an F. If there was a lower grade, I could give it. I'll be honest with you, man. I can't get over the fact that modern Marvel storytelling, when it comes to superheroes, is they basically make them villains. And that really bothers me, the fact that the villain, or excuse me, the hero, Freudian slip, technically, they're not doing anything heroic. I mean, there's that one Superman story. It's like whatever happened to the Man of Tomorrow, where he kills somebody and he basically goes and retires at that point. And so it's the fact that you don't have superheroes that are acting like heroes.
Because the anti-hero is so much cooler.
Yeah, I agree, but the anti-hero is different, okay, than what a hero is supposed to be. And Wanda is supposed to be a hero. She's not the Punisher, as much as I love good anti-heroes, man. But I want my heroes to be heroes and my anti-heroes to be anti-heroes.
I agree.
Overall, that really dragged this season down for me. Like I said, I really enjoyed the first 5 episodes, but I felt like it just nosedived off of a cliff. After episode 5, I give the season a C-.
C-, okay. Ooh. Gaishka.
Yes, I give this episode a B, and I give this series a B+.
Okay. Not bad.
Excellent.
Not bad.
Excellent.
LDG.
Excellent critique.
Thank you, Danny.
Even though the ending hit me in the face like I overall, I'll have to give this series an endgame score. Overhyped. I didn't like it. They could have gone in a much better direction. We could have gotten a lot better. We deserve to get a lot more better, much better than what we got. They might have started off great. Like I said, basically WandaVision could have been told in 3 episodes. 3 episodes. That's what this story was. They basically took each episode and stretched it into 3 episodes and gave us 9 episodes of absolute what the hell's going on. Great hype, but lead into a pile of sewage. So overall, I'll have to say the series would be a C- at best.
All right.
C-
And what
at
did
best.
you give this episode?
This episode specifically? Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the F double minus to the F minus squared cubed F minus. All right.
Infinity and beyond.
All right. JJ, you are up.
Here we go with the trigonometry again, huh?
You forgot to carry the 1.
Cute, very cute.
Yeah. All in total, this episode, I agree with a lot of what all y'all are saying, but just because I watched it as pure entertainment, I have to give the episode a B+. The entire series, I echo Danny because, I was one of the other ones at the beginning of this series. First 3 episodes, complete and utter fucking shit. I don't ever want to see that shit again. Ever. And that's why I can't give the series an A. And also the fact, Monica was underutilized. There was just things.
Prayers to observations.
Yeah, it's thank you. But it's
Come on, keep it going.
what the fuck was Vision? What the fuck was that about?
Bring it home.
No, I'm not.
I swear to God,
I'm not doing that because I did all my nitpicking in the first 3 episodes. Okay, that was my major complaint. After episode 4, I got into it because Anzo can back me up on what I'm about to say. When he said, "Hey man, you want to do the WandaVision roundtable?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." I was like, "You're actually making me watch this shit." And as a whole, I enjoyed the series. It was a good way for me to sit down, eat my dinner at night, watch something entertaining. Starting with episode 4. So I give the entire show a B+. The episode, yes. I got to give it a B+ also.
All right,
dude.
Cool.
All right, just for the record, guys, JJ uses the term WandaVision in entertainment like I called the pandemic lockdown a vacation. Okay.
No, well, I'm gonna. Hey,
so just let you know what entertainment means for JJ. Okay.
Now, hold on.
I've never met a show when you look for answers and you get.
Found anything yet? We ain't found shit.
Okay, that's exactly what looking for answers in this show was. Okay,
but LDG, I didn't look at the show the way you did. I watched it just as a TV show because
that was funny.
Best scene ever in Spaceballs.
And last but not least, positive. Your grades for the episode and your grades for the series.
Straight face sometimes.
Yeah, I'll be at least a little bit more semi-generous with this episode.
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I'll give it a D.
Oh hell! I thought you were gonna be generous.
That is generous. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to fail. Say it's a failure. Even though, they trolled everybody pretty hard and crap like that. And I guess I'll give it overall, just to see. I think it was average at best. For the whole, if you take into account all the episodes, we, if you want to go the route of, it's just a introduction of Scarlet Witch into the MCU, then okay, well, I guess that's about your average introduction of a character, basically.
Positive. That's a question. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. There was 9 episodes, and to my recollection, you only didn't like 2. So that warrants a C.
The most important 2.
Well, yeah. I mean, the last 2 are major downgrades, unfortunately.
6-course meal, and I hated the main entree and the dessert. Yeah, that's pretty freaking important. Okay.
Dessert not important. I give you the main entree. Dessert not so much.
Feige.
To each his
Yeah,
own.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, you know what Feige did, right? Out of all the hell that they're getting off this right now, Feige went to the original writer of WandaVision and said, "Listen, I thought you said you were going to give me a straightforward plot from point A to point B, bring it home with the slam," and he got,
"Sorry, sir, doing my best." Who made that man a gunner?
Sorry, I have to.
It's all good, bro. I'm gonna give this episode, because this episode to me, like I said, I wasn't feeling it. I'm giving it like a C-. And this episode for me also brought down the series, because I liked every series. I was giving A and B's, so I'm giving this one. I'll go with a C+.
Oh my God!
I'm going with a C+. I'm going with a C+ on the final episode. I mean, on the whole series at all, because like I said, at the end of the day, I didn't care about the theories. I didn't care who didn't show up. I just find what they did do, they didn't do enough. Like I said, there was no. I wanted to see Quicksilver and
Hanzo,
Monica fight.
Give me some Padme and Anakin.
You want Padme and Anakin? It's coming.
It's coming. I gotta have it.
I don't believe what I'm hearing. I don't know you anymore. You're breaking my heart. You're going down a path I can't follow.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a pussy when it comes to emotional shit in movies, man. No word of a lie. That there's a few movies. The Pursuit of Happiness. In that part in the bathroom, I cried like a baby.
Yeah, that's tough.
There was a part in AI, the movie AI.
Oh,
where he first finds out and he's sitting on the ledge. That part and the part where he's screaming for his mom, "Don't let me go, don't let me go." Those two things brought tears to my eyes. And I figured that the end of this would have done that, how emotional it should have been. If you would have given me that, like where I felt Wanda's pain for everything she did, it would have got an A+ for me. Just that alone would have got an A+ for me. When you can bring out those emotions in me in scenes like that, yeah, that's the man. And it just
Will Smith can do that, man.
Well, Anzo, if it makes you feel any better, I cried too at the end of this because I subjected myself to watching it.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel you. And you're right, Danny. Will Smith can do it, and I think it can be done even in a superhero movie. But I have to feel that emotion that Wanda was feeling, and I didn't. It just didn't come out from me, you know.
That should have been episode 8, though, when she was creating the hex and that whole screaming. I think they didn't utilize that as best they could. They really should have made that a bit more emotional instead of more Dragon Ball. I mean, they turned it into Dragon Ball, for God's sake. I mean, freaking, I felt more emotion when Vegeta said, "That's my Bulma." Yeah, best scene in Dragon Ball. But I don't think that she should have had a hit fit in episode 9 because we would have gotten another hex. Oh, you want to open Pandora's box again? So I think what they did is they flipped it. And I don't know, because that last scene, it looked like she shut down. like she did feel it, and instead of blowing up and losing control, she is now focused. That cuts off her emotions. Now she's like dead. That's why that's how she went to zero to Jedi Knight there at that last scene, all super focused and transcending and all that stuff. But I think that she's now cut off from her emotions, and she is deadly focused on something related to that book that's going to get us in some huge freaking trouble.
That I can agree with, but at that moment where Vision and the kids were going away, should have been way more emotional. It should have been just way more emotional.
Yeah, I
agree. We've all said that Kevin Feige has done some missteps, but his missteps have been so egregious that we stopped believing in the product. So I'm not saying there was some missteps in here. There were, but I'm just saying that it ain't enough for me to say like, I'm not watching no more. No, I'm gonna watch some more. No. I'm gonna like it. I'm ready for the next 3 weeks when I get to see Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh, me too.
I'm ready for it.
Me too. I'm ready for the next ones. I'm ready for what they do left. I just say at the end of the day, the last episode really brought the series down for me.
There's some missteps.
Yeah, that's about it. But we're gonna close it up.
Grades though, Bonzo. That's a little tight. 2-letter grades, man. It brought you down 2-letter grades. That's pretty tough.
C+. Yeah, I wanted to say B-, but maybe I'll give it B-, C+. There you go.
No.
Yay, Canada. Yeah.
Yo, way to beat Anzo in a submission. Just to get him a B, for God's sake. Seriously, Anzo.
B-.
Let me tell you a lot of things. I might can do a lot of things, but changing Anzo's mind about something when he's locked onto it is not one of those things that I have done. So he only changed that because he wanted to. Not because Danny said you need to change it. So let's get that straight right now.
Let me see your DMs right now. Prove that.
Danny's absolutely right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Danny's absolutely right. But like I said, it's if I could give it a grade between B-, B-.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, around there. I'll B-, C+, I guess. Yeah, around there. Anyways, we're gonna close it up, guys. It was a great show. I'm glad everybody that came and checked out the WandaVision Roundtable for the 9 episodes. Well, 9 episodes that we did it for, man. It was fun. Oh, next up,
remember so there. I don't know if has it been confirmed about that making of episode that's coming next week.
It hasn't.
Just in case people didn't know about it. All right, so there was an article about it that when they talked to Feige or one of the producers, that they said, well, I didn't direct it, but he said, I know they were making a making of the week after they finished production. So Disney might have been talking about episode 10 just being a behind the scenes making of. If you're interested, I'm personally not, because most likely what that episode is going to be is watching them saying, yeah, these guys are going to go crazy about this and this and this and this. And I feel bad for the bastard who's going to think this. So I don't think I'm going to watch it. But if you're interested, I think Disney Plus is going to be doing a 10th episode of some kind of behind the scenes thing if you're into that.
Yeah, they did it for both seasons of The Mandalorian, so it makes sense.
Yeah. So, Danny, tell the people about your channel, sir, so we can close this up. And once again, everybody that came in, everybody that's watched, everybody's on the panel. Thank you for everybody. I do appreciate everything, man. It's been great. And be sure to check out Danny doing the Falcon and Winter Soldier in about 3 weeks. I think it's on the 19th. The start. So we'll do it that Sunday. Guys, be prepared for that. That one's going to be fun too. Danny, tell the people about your channel, sir.
I am Danny, aka Comic Chat. I enjoyed this 9 weeks. I'm glad I'm not in some of the emotional state and sadness that some of my fellow panelists are. I'm truly sorry. I don't know how I'm going to get to sleep tonight, but I will try and do it. I'll take some ZQL. I will be doing the roundtable for Falcon and Winter Soldier. I can tell you right now, I'm not having 10 people on like Anzo is. I'll probably break it up into 2 groups because that's chaos I don't want to do. But I'll let people know as we go along. I'm not having 10 people on at one time. That is craziness to me. I commend him for doing it, but I don't have that skill or patience. So I will let you know whenever that goes on. And I enjoyed the series. I enjoyed the show. I'm glad to be a part of it. Very good work, Gonzo.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Comic, you are up next, my friend.
Well, also, thank you very much for having me. I enjoyed
Thanks
it. It was
for
great
coming.
hanging out with you guys. I look forward to being on the panel for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. No, I'm not as enthusiastic about it now because of WandaVision. But
Yes.
yeah, we'll see. It's good. They're gonna have to work for my vote, man. They really are.
I feel you.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, you can find me on my channel, which is Comics Division. You can also follow me on the Twitters and Mind at Comics Division, and I live stream every Monday and Thursday when there's not a snowstorm that knocks out power.
And make sure you check out his streams, man. The streams are really good, guys. If anybody here is not sub to him now, man. Get him some subs as well. But yeah, he does some great shows. Gaishka.
Yep, you can find me at the Basco Scenario for some gaming clips. You can also find me on Twitter at Basco Scenario. And I know I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks. My show's coming up, so please subscribe. So when that show comes up, you'll be notified. Thanks for having me. It was fun.
You messed that up because I was going to say, yeah, Gaishka has some great show. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't. Not yet. Pixels, talk to the people, sir.
What's going on, guys? Yeah, listen, awesome freaking roundtable. Did enjoy it very much. Thank you very much for having me on, Zoe. It was an honor to be included on this, especially to be the center of the one particular episode. Had lots of fun, had a lot of blast, guys. Check us out over at LDG Pixels. Here to help you with your computer tech needs, any computer questions, any issue, even if you get a website you don't know or anything, guys, that's what I'm here for. On Geeks Enjoy Nerdrotica, we're a host of Waiting Room, the stream between the streams, hanging out, chilling, doing whatever, letting you know who streamed, who's going to stream, and who uploaded. Or who's streaming, I'm sorry. Also doing watch parties, guys. Married with Children on Saturday. No more WandaVision on Friday. By the way, I want to thank everybody who joined us last Friday. We had a record-breaking 6,000 views live on the last WandaVision watch party. That was awesome, guys. And I think I'll be doing Z Nation coming up next week. So if you guys are into that, doing some watch parties and Breaking the Algorithm and Project Prometheus, a True Public Forum, hopefully coming soon. Thank you very much for having me, guys. Had a blast.
Thanks for being here. JJ, talk to the people.
All right, everybody. I'm going to do exactly that. I'm not going to say too much about myself. Those of you in the chat know where to find me. You know, you come hang out with me sometimes. There's quite a few people on the panel right now that have come and hung out with me, except for you, Comics. I'm gonna get you on there one night. But it's hard to do. Man. Yeah, I gotta change the night because I stream on Monday nights also.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. I'll work that out. But but everybody on the panel, subscribe to these guys, man. They got great content. Subscribe to the Chaos Central YouTube channel, because here in the next week and a half or so, everything we do is going over there. There's going to be some new stuff added on. There's going to be some changes. You know, y'all just pay attention to that because we appreciate everybody in the chat that comes and hangs out with us, you know, week in, week out. Anzo, awesome job on this, bro. I'm serious.
Thank you.
Awesome job. A few weeks ago, we did a 300 subscriber celebration stream for this man right here. Ladies and gentlemen, a few weeks later, he's about to break 500. Great job on everyone. All right, great job. You know, dude, I told you in the beginning, as a mod, I also was a talent scout. You know, to see who could we back, who can we bolster. And you, my friend, and I can say that you, my friend, have got it in you to make it soon. Keep doing what you're doing. You're great at it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And thanks for having me on, man. But also I will plug this here when I'm got to leave here shortly. In the next 8 minutes, at 11 o'clock Eastern time, Honstar is doing a Jackbox game stream. Come by, check it out if you wish. If you want to play some games, chat, you know, play around in the chat, whatever. Cool. You know, come on. And great to see everyone. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for
I
being here
enjoyed it.
once again.
I enjoyed it.
Positive,
Didn't-
negative, positive, negative. You're next.
Get
What up? Yeah, just thanks, Sanzo, for doing this.
No problem. And I'm glad you came on, man. It was fun to have you. You had some good insights. I'm sorry that none of it worked out for you for the last 2 episodes, man. But I'm glad you were part of it as well. So appreciate that. And the rest of you guys, like I said, I appreciate it. I mean, my subs have kicked up in the last couple of weeks, man. All I did was do the Coming to America live stream, and it just shot up, man. So
awesome.
Yeah, man. I got almost 20,000 views on that video, man. So that's, hey, man, it's humbling when yeah, man. It's humbling, bro. When I seen that, I was like, holy shit. Because I woke up in the morning and I was like, yo, what the hell is going on? I'm like,
Well, how many views you get on it?
20K. Almost 20K. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's still ticking. It's still ticking.
It's still going up.
Oh shit! No joke. You about to beat Jedi Bill's cat video.
And not only that, man, I got 120 something subs from that, and just overnight, it was just subs were just coming in. So everybody that's been doing that and watching that, I do appreciate it, man. I do. We'll be doing Snyder Cut watch party, so look out for that too. Once again, though, I appreciate all you guys. Can't wait for Falcon and Winter Soldier. But with that being said, we are out, guys. Peace out. Enough respect to every one of you. Oh, great. Now I can't find this damn outro. There we go.
We are an unusual couple, you know.
Oh, I don't think that was ever in question.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. And like that, he's gone.